Hello, Waswere here, back with another video, and today we are talking about the Big Book and how to get clue scrolls without using any charges, essentially getting free clue scrolls. There's a couple intimate knowledge points that need to be used together in order to get this to work. First off is how the pocket slot works. Pocket slot items do not update every tick, that would be very strenuous on the servers, and instead they update every 10 ticks, which is 6 seconds long. You can see this with all my pocket slot items. Everyone has a multiplier of 6 at the end of it, so like 36 seconds or 42 seconds. And if you keep a pocket slot on for less than 6 seconds, no charge will be used on it. For example here, I can turn on my Big Book, and as long as it's on for less than 6 seconds, it's not going to use any charges. So I turned it on with my P keybind, it's 21. I turned it off and it's 24, so it was on for 3 seconds, but it used 0 seconds of charge because it didn't do the 10 tick update yet. For step 2 is understanding how Big Book procs work, and there are 2 scenarios where you get a proc. If you haven't gained XP for over a minute, your first XP drop of that minute will be a proc. So if it's been 2 minutes since I last gained XP, then my first XP drop I need to have the book on. And then the other option is if you have gained XP in the last minute, your first XP drop of the next minute will be where the proc is. So if you gain XP at any time in the minute of 11:15, your next proc will be the first XP drop after 11:16:00. It sounds rough in practice, but it's really easy once you understand it. And for XP drops, I should mention that it's only eligible XP drops, so that excludes all combat skills. And for some odd reason, it's just an oversight in the code, construction experience as well. So your first XP gained in none of those skills will be your proc XP. But before we put it into practice, we need to turn on one setting, and that's to get local timestamps in your chat box so that you can track the seconds. This can be done by going to Settings, Gameplay, Chat and Social, Chat Customization, and then clicking the option Local Timestamps in the chat box. This will pull what time it is on your computer clock. Make sure that your computer is automatically updating the time and date so that it's synced up with UTC and not off 20 seconds where it should be. So let's put what we've learned in practice. I am doing disassembly just because it's a pretty easy one to see the timing, as I'm going to get a message every single second, or every 0.6 of a second as I disassemble stuff. So once this gets to about 58, I'm going to hit my scripture bit keybind, which I've set, and it's going to turn on my book. So there, turn it on. Now I've gained XP. I can turn the book off, and I use 0 charges, but I had a chance to get a Big Book proc. And as I'm constantly gaining XP here, I don't need to worry about the mid-minute proc. So basically, every minute that this is going on, I'm going to flick the book on and off. And it's not the end of the world if you miss a minute. It's not like you're losing anything because you're not using any charges. So just when you're paying attention and you're close to a minute, just go ahead and flick the book on and off. Now I'm going to get a proc showing off how you can actually get this without using any charges. And I'll be back when I have one. And there it is. We have our catalysts of alteration popped up. My Big Book is still at 3 hours. I have not used a single amount of charge, and I can click on this, get the catalyst, and I got 2 easy clue scrolls basically for free. That took me, like 700 to disassemble, so I think that was about 15 or so minutes. So now you know how to get free clue scrolls with just a little bit of extra effort. If you're AFK, you can use an interval timer to better time when the minute rollover is going to happen. Set it up so it beeps at 55 every minute, letting you know it's time to put on the book. I'll leave a link to an interval timer from YouTube in the description, but there are a bunch of apps that can do this for you as well. With Big Pages being over 4 mil at the moment, 1 hour of charge costs about 5.5 mil to use, so try to determine for yourself if flicking the Big Book on and off is worth the 5 mil per hour saved. I'd personally use this at high effort activities like Croesus, but if I'm AFKing Sarin Stones, I honestly wouldn't bother. It's just too much effort and takes away from the fact that Sarin Stones are that AFK. But for Ironman, you're probably going to want to flick this as much as possible due to the low supply of pages and high reliance on clue scrolls to get fortunate components for Essence of Finalities and Essence of Finality charges. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you want to get notified of new content right away when it's posted, subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified whenever I post a video. But past that, have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one.